Welcome to Coco's Corner. I'm the huge one, Dave Coco from Kocosports.com or Kocosports.net. It takes you to the same place, KOCOsports.com. It's your home for combat sports, where the world goes to kick ass, and above all, where it's okay to be a passionate fan. This is our weekly main event review. Please, down in the comments, please put if you thought this was a win, loss, or tie. Me personally, I'm going to give it a tie. It was, I don't know, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good. It's very skippable, because one of the things people always ask on the B and C shows, which Main Event is a B or C show, they say, is it worth watching? And, you know, they made a big thing about Triple H announcing Lesnar versus Cena rematch, and we'll get into that. But you could just read that easily on any website. Hopefully Kocosports.com, but you can read it on almost any wrestling website, including WWE's. But overall, it wasn't bad, it wasn't good, so maybe just kind of skippable. But I'll still break it down for you. The first match, U.S. Champion Sheamus versus Curtis Axel. The real fucking kick in the nuts, as always. It was a non-title match. If the champion's gonna win, Sheamus defeats Curtis Axel, why have non-title matches? Stop with the fucking non-title matches. WWE Main Event! Non-title match doesn't count. Who gives a shit? Sheamus did win. It was a pretty decent opener match. Nothing special, nothing horrible, just straight up passable. The one highlight of this was that Cesaro came down in a suit. And if anyone watched the IGN premiere of the roster, I suggest you do that. But Cesaro and Sheamus been kind of poking fun out of each other, so hopefully it leads to a feud. Cesaro did good. On the announce team tonight was Cole, which no one really likes, but also Brian Saxton from NXT. So that was really cool to see him up there, a Florida guy, making it pretty high up there. So, and I like Saxton. I like the NXT crew. I'm glad they're slowly but surely getting up there. So Mike Cool, Brian Sexton, and also Cesaro did commentary. It was fun. But at the very end, after Sheamus wins, Cesaro gets the title, and he just flings it like it's not that big a deal to Sheamus and walks away. So we're looking at a Cesaro-Sheamus feud, and Sheamus has really been stepping up his game as of late since his so-called injury. Since he's been back, he's really been stepping up his game. And Cesaro is, I think, one of the best in-ring wrestlers today, especially in WWE. I could have an argument with myself all day who's better, Dolph Ziggler or Cesaro, but I think they're 1-2 punch in WWE right now. They have a lot of great talent in NXT, but if I said a gun to my head, who's the best in the ring right now, I'll maybe go Cesaro, Dolph Ziggler. So I look forward to that matchup, but you got to stop having non-title matches, especially since the champ won. It's such bullshit. Don't call it a main event. Don't act like it's a big goddamn deal when the match doesn't count. This is like preseason fucking football. Who gives a shit that the Dolphins beat the Buccaneers? How the fuck did the Dolphins beat the Buccaneers? I'm a Buccaneers fan. But who gives a shit? It's preseason. When the Dolphins beat us in the real season, that's when I'll fucking break out the man tears. But until then, this is fucking preseason football. Fuck the non-title match. It's bullshit. Alright, so overall, still not that match. Now, the big announcement was they did a great job with this. They were advertising the main event, which was the big show, and they cut everyone off to say, oh, Triple H has a huge announcement. It made it look like real breaking news. They made it look like a real sporting event. And John Cena invoked his rematch clause against WWE World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar. Triple H is the one that does it. So at Night of Champions, your main event will be John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. And there was a lot of internet reports, but still, it looks good. But now that it's been done on Main Event, it's official, and it's beyond heartbreaking. I mean, what are we going to see? I mean, let's look at the options here. John Cena wins and gets a 16th title reign. What the fuck was the point? John Cena gets his ass whooped again. What's the point? Back-to-back pay-per-views. Or John Cena wins, Brock Lesnar beats the shit out of him, and Seth Rollins cashes Money in the Bank. Those are pretty much your only options. But with that said, those being your only options, it seems like they're not fucking worthy. Like, you could have had Brock Lesnar versus someone else, had John Cena go make his movies, and then have him come back later saying he's more focused, he's refreshed. But, the never quit, you can't see me. I just don't see anything good about this. I mean, at least the SummerSlam match, like, oh, well, John Cena could lose. All right, well, there. But now, I don't see no value in this. I don't find the interest in it. It's actually kind of disappointing. If it was anyone, hell, dude, I hate to say this because I hate Randy Orton as much as John Cena, but if it was Randy Orton, it would have fucking been better. At least he could have beat the fuck out of someone else. Hell, fucking keep anyone but John Cena. The only reason people thought that match was good is because John Cena lost. Well, now that's over. Now we're going to have the same fucking shitty match, except maybe John Cena will win. Maybe there'll be a Money in the Bank, or maybe Brock will just tour him over. I don't see, and the thing is, I think the WWE Network gets away with stuff. Because for $9.99, as a guy who used to buy every single fucking pay-per-view, I used to buy all the boxing, and I say all the boxing. Like, oh, I don't even know what the fuck this is. Let me buy it. I used to buy all the boxing, all the MMA, and all the pro wrestling pay-per-views. As a guy that used to buy that, dude, for $9.99, you can look past a lot of these shit pay-per-views. And Night of Champions, in my humble opinion, became a shit pay-per-view. Did they make it look like a big deal? Yes. And we're back! And you get to see my ugly ass. I don't know where it looked off. We had some technical difficulties on Google's end. Basically, I was bitching like a fucking bitch about John Cena and Brock Lesnar being announced. Oh, man, I hope I don't have to do this damn show again. So I don't know where it went off, where it stopped, but there was a little bit of a problem. The U.S. champion, Sheamus, defeated Curtis Axel in a non-title match. Cesaro and the commentary team were really good. It wasn't a bad match. Triple H broke up the like a little television show, like it was breaking news, or like, hey, our server's gone down. Google, I love you. And so yeah, John Cena will be going against it. It was just me basically bitching, saying, who the fuck wants to watch this shit? And that's it. So thank you, server, for breaking down. Maybe it was a big thing. Next came Nikki Bella, which is one of the worst fucking storylines ever. But for some reason, since we worship Stephanie McMahon, people think it was a good match. This is my challenge to you. If you thought Stephanie McMahon's match was good, just watch it again. Watch it. It wasn't good. The storyline's not good. I just don't fucking understand it. And if it was anyone else but Stephanie McMahon and how we worship the Elite, we wouldn't be enjoying this. I don't know. I don't fucking get it. But Nikki Bella comes down as a heel. Not much of any reaction whatsoever. Wrestles Emma and beats her kind of convincingly. I don't know. From now on, like at one time there was the Great Muta 5-star scale. There was always a way to rate matches. From now on, every Divas match, I'm going to compare it to Stephanie McMahon's SummerSlam match. All right. It was better. It was better than that match. Nikki Bella defeated Emma, and they showed the highlights of it. Now, this one, I guess it just depends on your style. The next two matches, it depends on your style. I think if you like comedy wrestling and big man wrestling, you thought Main Event was awesome. And if you're like, comedy wrestling's not for me, the live audience didn't see it, then you wouldn't like it. And big man wrestling. The first one was comedy, Slater Gator, which Rob loves Slater Gator. It's one of my guilty pleasures, Slater Gator. I think it's pretty funny. Los Matadors come out, and they have a match. So it wasn't bad. It was just basically comedy. It was pure comedy. The big thing is the Bull came out, and then Hornswoggle in a cow outfit. So there was two guys. You had the Bull, and then Hornswoggle and the cow. So basically, it happens, and at the very end, the two, is midgets the right word to use? Little people. The two little people got the best of Slater Gator, and Slater Gator got pissed off and chased them out of the ring. This was pure Saturday Morning Slam stuff. Like, if they still had Saturday Morning Slam, if it was for the kids, like WWE hides behind, it's for the kids. Honest, guys, it's for the kids. Yeah, buy motor oil, buy alcohol, watch John Cena at 11 o'clock at night. It's for the kids. But if this was legit, this ain't John Cena hiding behind kids. This ain't WWE hiding behind kids. This was legit for the kids. My 8-year-old son loved it. Just a lot of comedy and stuff. It was what it was. But I imagine if they were for the kids and it was Saturday Morning Slam, Titus O'Neil, Heath Slater, and the Los Matadors would just be all over that stuff. Alright, so there you go. And, Slater picked up the victory for his team. So, there you go. Slater Gator did win, but people didn't even fucking pay attention to it, to be honest. The crowd was pretty dead. But, I'm pretty sure there's 8-year-olds around the world that enjoy it. So, good for them. Like I said, if you like WWE comedy wrestling, this was it. This was it. You're like, oh, I like WWE comedy wrestling. Bam! There you go. The package has been delivered. Enjoy it. If you don't like WWE comedy wrestling, it's definitely skippable. And then you had Big Show defeat Eric Rowan. Eric Rowan, the big highlight of this, and this was a good big man match. I personally, big man matches are not my thing. I'd rather just have athletic guys go at it. But for a big man match, this was a pretty good short big man match. Big Show and Mark Henry, they were really hinting, they did an interview before, and they were really hinting like attitude era jokes, like PG era jokes. Like there was jokes where like with, hey, you're in a man's sandwich. If he interferes, I'll put something in his face. They weren't saying it, but they were hinting at it. So I think they were trying to push the envelope a little bit with it. Big Show made fun of, I don't know if he made fun of, maybe I'm just a sensitive little bitch, but he's like, I should do some lucha moves. I hate when fat fucking people do that, because you know why? Here it is. Every fat fucking indie guy in Big Show, when you're like, I should do some lucha moves. Yes, you should, you fat fucking piece of shit. You should do fucking something, you fat fucking hog. With that said, pass the fuck, because I hated that shit. I'd see like that fucking 400-pound fat fucking indie wrestler and be like, I should do a moonsault. Yes, you should, you fat fuck. You should do something. But Big Show does that. They say they're going to fucking win and do it. Eric Rowan dominated most of the match. And like I said, the highlight was Eric Rowan slammed Big Show. Big Show, I don't know. There's still some credibility in slamming him. It's not like Andre the Giant or back in the day. But he did put him up, slam him. And at the very last second, Big Show just did a knockout punch. Big Show, for this match, moved around a lot for Big Show standards and his quality, yes, I was going to say his quality of life, but for what usually Big Show does in a match and how slow he moves, he was pretty quick. There was some hustle in Big Show for this match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Like I said, the highlights were the slam. Big Show wins with a knockout punch. And it looks like they're going to try to keep this Wyatt family versus Big Show, Mark Henry feud going, which I imagine is good for them. And if you like big man wrestling. All right, let's go to some YouTube here. Some live comments. Bam. Netta Jones. Whoa, Netta Jones. Didn't expect you to be up this late, early, whenever. Crazy time, wherever you live. Well, this is a cool thing to wake up and drink my coffee to. Woohoo! I knew he would ask for the rematch. Being Cena, he had no other reason than to be a douche. Hold on, I gotta do the whole thing. Google's really kicking my ass today. Boom, boom. All right, let's read the rest of her comment. Bam. But hopefully, being a douche. But I hopefully foresee Cena winning, but getting his ass beat, and Rollins cashing in Money in the Bank. Because while I love Rollins and think he's a great wrestler, he's gonna take the easy way out. Of course, because he's a heel. Because I don't see him beating Lesnar. No, there's a lot of funny memes. The internet is exploding with funny memes about just Rollins winning. It's like, it just shows Rollins scared, and he's like, all right, I guess I'm going to cash in on Paige. And Rob found one. It's a GIF, and it's just him winning the Money in the Bank, but in reverse. So it like it shows Brock Lesnar winning the title, and then he just puts the Money in the Bank back up and walks down the ladder. That looks pretty funny. But yeah, because I don't see him beating Lesnar. No, but that's just my 5:30 in the morning opinion. You know what, Netta Jones? Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. Give yourself a promotion to internet imagery. I don't know what rank you are. Maybe you're a corporal, now you're a sergeant. Welcome, congratulations. Give yourself a Barry Horowitz. There you go. All right, well, thank you, Netta Jones, for watching this show live. There was a little bit of a glitch, so I'm hoping that this show is saved and everything is good. And, yeah, overall, I thought Main Event was a tie. The announcement for Triple H and Cena was probably the worst thing. And this is going to be my week conversation. Here we go. I'm going to try to ask this question every show of the week. So, you know, because Main Event gets the least amount of views. And plus this late with the glitch, who knows if it's going to get it. But here it is. Me and Rob were talking about this. I honestly think WWE Raw is the worst show WWE puts on. I think Main Event has at least wrestling. SmackDown has been better than SmackDown has been better than Raw the last couple weeks, and NXT I find more enjoyable. So maybe I'm in the minority here, but it looks like their flagship show is the worst show. Like I said, Main Event maybe worth watching, but at least it won't fucking get you completely upset like Raw does. Anyway, hey, check out Kocosports.net, Kocosports.com. Jerry and David Cooey have been busting their asses, and I will be back tomorrow with Impact. Impact on paper looks amazing, so I can't wait. I'm going to wake up early tomorrow, Japan time, and it's one of those fake pay-per-views, like it's a pay-per-view, but it's not a pay-per-view. I think it's Hardcore Justice. Don't quote me on that. But, yeah, so it's one of those free Clash of Champion type pay-per-views on Spike, and it's on Wednesday. So I'm looking forward to it. Plus, it makes it a lot easier. Too much stuff happens on Thursday. Do a show a day, bam, watch a show a day, everything rocks and rolls. Anyway, go to Kocosports.com. And with that, I am over.